to start off with is an agent to use to clean my brushes. In this particular instance, I'm using some face wash that I don't really use on my face anymore. But this face wash is really gentle, it's really effective at removing makeup, so something like this works really well for cleaning brushes. Something else that works quite well is just hand soap, especially ones with antibacterial properties. I am going to just take a little bit of my face wash or whatever I'm using to wash my brushes. Oh, better take off my beautiful ring. And I'm just going to run the water. Sorry, it might be a little bit loud. Wet my hand. Place a little bit on my hand. Start to lather it up in my hand, and then take a brush such as my Eco Tools tapered blush brush. I'm going to gently wet it under the sink and then lather it up in the face wash that I have on my hand. So then you're going to squeeze out the excess, any product that's left in the bristles of the brushes. And you just want to do this really, really gently. You should see any remaining product come out of the bristles of the brush at this point. Then you can take the brush and gently squeeze out any remaining water and bring the brush back into its shape so that when it dries, it's holding its shape. Then what I like to do is just take a little cloth and rub any excess water out of the brush so that they dry a little bit quicker. Okay, now you're able to place it down on a place to dry and continue washing your other brushes. Something though that you can use in order to clean those brushes on a daily basis or a more regular basis is something like the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. And the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner is great because it actually comes in a spray bottle, and sorry, my hands are wet, and you just spray it onto the brush, and then you can take a cloth or a tissue or a cotton round and just swirl it around, and it disinfects the brush and also helps get excess product off. And if you do that on a daily basis, it keeps your brushes nice and fresh, nice and clean, but that still means that you do need to wash your brushes at the sink and give them a nice deep clean quite often, so that you don't get makeup built up in the bristles or in the sponges, and so that you don't get germs and bacteria growing in them. Okay, so to wash makeup sponges, these are washed quite similarly to your other makeup brushes, but should be deep cleaned at a sink more frequently than your other brushes, I would say, because you're using them with liquid on a daily basis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by running the water and running this under the water and dampen it. So once then it's nice and damp, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my face wash or what I'm using to clean my brushes and just get a nice lot on the sponge, dampen it a little bit more, and then you're going to really soap it up and lather it in your hands. Then you're going to rinse it off, and if need be, you're going to repeat the process. So because I do have some staining on my sponges, I like to do it a few more times. So just take a little bit on the area like that, dampen it a little bit, then I'm going to really lather it in, focusing on the area where the foundation has stained it. Now you can't always get all of these foundation stains off, but the important thing is not to have it really soak down into the deep part of the sponge. Surface staining is okay, but you don't want the sponge to absorb too much of that product. And then you're just going to rinse it out, making sure there's no soap left. Okay, so as you can see, there's still a little bit of staining, but when I squeeze out the excess water of the sponge, you no longer have the foundation colored water running out, which is what you kind of want to eliminate. So then you're going to squeeze out the excess as much as you can, and then similar process to what I did with my other brush, and just squeeze out that excess water. And then just leave it to dry. Okay, now that I have washed all my brushes, I have them laying out nicely. Make sure when you do lay your brushes out to dry, they are molded back into their original shape so that they can dry and keep their shape. Okay, now just leave your brushes to dry for a couple of hours at least. Make sure that they are fully dry before you try and use them again. And that is how you clean your brushes. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video or found it useful or helpful, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!